Hi everybody, welcome to Motor Key Rex again. I don't know if it's a bit dark there for you. Get a bit more light. No, I'm under a canopy. I'm under a canopy because I've got it on the front of the Vito van because I've been doing some bits and pieces for it. Sorry I haven't been putting any vlogs out for the last couple of weeks. I've been really busy little boy. And one of them is I've got my Vito here at the moment. And I'll show you I've just replaced this here, this panel. You can see there, that panel. It was a second-hand panel. I've scrubbed it down with a flapper wheel, got it all nice and smooth. A couple of coats of satin black on it. Put it on. I'll show you the old one. If I can see the old one. There's the old one. Also, what I've been doing is I've been putting the back door on my Vito. The reason why I put the back door on the Vito is because the original one, when I got the van, it's got a lot of filler at the bottom. Someone's professionally put a lot of filler on the bottom because it's had a bang in the past, and the back door, and they've repaired it. They've done a good job, but they repaired it. But I want the proper door to put on. You know, I don't like a lot of filler in the back door. I'll show you the back door. There it is there. There's that. I've painted that panel. That panel's to go on. I've painted this panel. That panel's to go on. That's the headlamp panel and the side panel where the side loading door goes. It's like a little thin strip on the side. I'll just show you. Right, I don't know if you can see that. There's that bit there. See a little bit of rust there. That panel, I'm replacing that. And also, I'll just show you, replacing something else. Back under the canopy. Right, headlamp panel. This one here. I don't know if you can see it. The rust in there. See all that rust? It's rotten. It's absolutely cream crackered. That it's knackered. I've repaired it once. If I take it off and try and repair it again, it'll just fall to bits. So I painted that panel in there, like you said. I got it second hand. I scrubbed it. I had a flapper wheel, which is a wheel with like a little abrasive strips in, like sandpaper. Put it on my drill, gets it all nice and flat and what have you. Painted it, came up lovely. So that's done. That needs the headlight panel's done. That needs painting properly. The side panel needs painting. Like I say, I put this on here. I've also don't know if you can see there, the airbox. I put a new, a good second-hand airbox on it. The other one was cracked, but it fits into the pegs fit into like a slot. I'd pushed it down too hard and I'd bust it, so I've replaced all that and what have you. I'm quite happy with that slam panel because I took the stickers off the old one, and the old stickers went back on again. See if you can see there, that one there, and that one there. They went back on all right, so I'm quite happy with that. Also, I'll show you the back door. A lot of work's gone at the back door. It came to me silver. There was a few little rust scabs on it, not either and everywhere, but about 2 or 3 little rust scabs on it. But a lot better door than what I've got. So I've rubbed it down, put some stopper on where the rust bits in. I've used the flapper wheel again, cut the rust right back to shiny metal, used some rust inhibitor on it, Q rust. I always use Q rust, it's the best thing. And then I've put some stopper over the top of it, flattened it, and it's ready for primer. A little bit of primer maybe because it's going to get painted. I can't paint it yet because as you can hear, it's raining again. So I'm going to have to wait for a nice day because it's going to get painted outside. I'm going to get painted outside on a nice warm day and what have you, because I always paint outside. I have no problem with painting outside. That's on my drive. A little bit of paint and a spray gun, that's it. I'm away from everybody else, you know what I mean? There's no cars near me when I'm painting. So I'll just show you the door I put on and what I've had to do to get it fit right. There it is. A little bit of rust around there, so I'll stop a putting and what have you. Two seats. I got two seats, that one and that one, and I've got a table there which comes up, folds out in between the two seats and what have you. The work on the video is in progress, so excuse the mess because there's stuff everywhere. I'll just get in here. Yeah, sorry about that. But everything's in work in progress at the moment. I'm on holiday for a few weeks, and I've spent the first week messing about, doing bits on the first couple of days, 3-4 days on the house. I need to get bits and pieces, and I've put an outside socket on in front of the garage. I put an outside tap on. I've cut down a 20-foot tree and cut it into little small pieces and fit into 25 bags and took it to the council tip. I have been busy, and I started the first day I started was one of the hottest days of the year, and I was absolutely cream cracking. Anyway, back to the video. So you can see the back door there is stripped. It's got no tint on the back window at the moment because the other door's got the tint on. So I've got some window tint in there, and I'm going to attempt to put the window tint back in because I've got some spare. Like I say, I've stripped the back door. The problem I'm having with the back door is, little did I know. I mean, I knew the back door had been repaired, but I didn't know to what extent, to be quite honest, until I took the door off and I tried to fit the other door. Now me thinking, take it off at the hinges at the top, bang it straight on, close the door, bingo. No, it wasn't the case. Nothing ever goes right. Nothing goes. Always allow yourself more time. It wasn't a 2-minute job. It was a few hours job, to be quite honest. Quite a few hours, nearly a full day, just to fit one door. We put the door on. Me and me put the door on because I couldn't physically lift the door on my own and put the bolts in the hinges. So when we put the bolt in the hinges and we put the door on, we tried closing it, and it wouldn't close. It wouldn't lock. It was about 10 mil too short of the lock, the hit and the bar where the back door locks onto. We scratched our brains and scratched our heads, and we couldn't figure it out. We changed things round, changed the rubber seal around the door round, and then we lifted the plastic protector up from near the back door on the floor, and we seen why. When the van had been bashed, it actually pushed the bar, what the locks into for the back door, it pushed it back slightly, so we had to adjust that. And what we had to do as well, we had to adjust all the hinges on the door, so the door, when it closed, looked like it was closed. It was all like flush, all the lines lined up and what have you. That wasn't a 2-minute job because we were undoing bolts, adjusting the locks, doing this, doing that, and then eventually the door did actually close and lock. But that was, I make it sound quite easy, but it wasn't. It was very frustrating, and it was a long drawn out day trying to get the back door to fit. It's had a little bit of bash at the back. They've straightened it out the best way they can. It's not an insurance write-off, like sort of like bash. It's just creased slightly the back part of the boot. You couldn't see because the plastic panel was on until we took it off. That's when we seen it. Like there's a slight ripple in it, but it's actually, I mean, it's doable. I mean, at the end of the day, it's fixable. I mean, I can do it. I mean, the door locks now at the moment, but in the future, I'm going to have another go at it and just see if it can like look a lot better. So we connected everything up. The white motor. What I've done is I used my wiring harness off my van. Because the back door came with a wiring harness and I wasn't very happy with it. It looked a bit ropey, so we took all the wiring harness off the spare door, through it, and then used my wiring harness, took everything off from whatever, and unthreaded it, and then rethreaded it and put it all back in, all the connectors and everything. Really, I should have videoed and showed you, but there's not enough space on me, memory on my phone to show you. Flippin' heck. So we done all that, rerouted everything, got it all wired in, whatever, and then I thought, right, while the door's closed, I'll test everything. First thing I tested, rear wiper, doesn't work. So while the door was down, rear wiper didn't work. Central locking didn't work at all, off the flipper, off the remote. And I thought, what the bloody hell? So by this time it was like 6:30, 7 o'clock at night time. I thought, bugger it, I'm too tired. So what we done was, came up the next day. First thing I done was took the spare wiper motor off the door, off my good door, put it on, rechecked all the connections and whatever, make sure all the blocks are all pushed in properly, and then tried it. Rear wiper worked, brilliant. By amazement, I don't know how, I don't know why, central locking worked. Don't know, maybe the block wasn't pushed in right, but it works now. The only thing, like I say, the only thing I've got to do now is paint the back door. I painted the inside. I don't know if you can see there, just on the outside, green. The door's open ajar, but like I say, I painted the inside for easiness, to be quite honest. I painted the inside me garage, because I don't want to be lifting the door up and painting the inside while it's on the van and whatever. I mean, I could have painted the door while it's off the van, but I didn't want to be quite honest. Much easier, much more movable, putting the door on and working around it. That was my son coming in, by the way. I don't know if you've seen it come past the window. Yes, so now that's where we're up to now. It's Friday. Monday is supposed to be a nice day, so I'm hopefully got my mate coming around and we're going to blast the paint on the back door. I'll show you before and after. But yeah, that's where I'm up to at the moment. Like I say, I've been off a week and a couple of days, and I'm absolutely shattered because every single day I've been out doing something. No, he's been doing the shopping. Yes, every day I've been out messing about and whatever. So fingers crossed things are going to start coming together. Like I say, once it's painted and whatever, and get the tint on the back window, we should be back to normal. I've stripped another van and took the bits off it. That's why I've got these 2 seats here, which makes things a lot easier. Because I did put 2 seats at the front. I can either do it either way. I could have 2 seats on one side, or 2 seats like side by side. And the reason these are the proper seats what go in the floor. These aren't bolted ones. These are the proper hook-in ones. And the reason why I wanted the proper ones were going on the floor, because I've got the cutouts for them to go into, to lock into. But I want them, if I carry me stunt bike, I want the seats to go behind each other, so I can get the bike down one side and the seats still staying. That's the idea behind it. But yeah, I've got a few more jobs to do and whatever, and as I'm going along, I'll show you. So for the time being, this is Jeff out for the time being.